Yo, what up, bros? Ball guy is here, and Piggy, who's half asleep right now, is gonna help me do a scout. You ready, Piggy? The first scout's on discount.
No.
Half price. We better get in the first scout.
Do it.
You press.
This one?
Yep. 2%.
I'm not clicking it now.
Use it.
Yeah?
Oh. Oh, wait, hang on. Alright. Let's go. Now we're ready. Oh, hang on. Wrong banner. No.
Why do you do
That
this
one.
to me?
That one.
Yes?
Yeah, I'll be pretty happy if you get in the first go.
Oh, but I was taking a nap. No!
Oh, not a sparkle.
That's all your fault.
Oh my goodness.
You bring me no luck.
No, that's so bad.
You bring me
Wow.
no luck. You do
It's
it
not.
this time.
It's not a mushroom, Piggy. It's a
That's
fungus.
a mushroom there.
I mean, Amoongus. It's not.
It's a mushroom.
It's a Pokeball.
It's a mushroom.
All right, press again.
But the luck though.
It's okay. We'll be fine.
But I don't spend money.
It's fine. It's too late. Money is already spent. You're just spending the gems that represent money.
Oh.
You can do it. I believe in you. What the Really?
I told you.
Really, Piggy?
I told you.
Really?
I told
Oh my-
you.
Not even one after 20
I
units?
told you.
Alright, last one.
What?
We'll have to guarantee it now.
No.
Yeah, press it.
Why you want to show off my bad luck?
Yeah, your luck sucks. Yeah. Or at least if you get it here, I'll get it 2 out of 5. No way. Are you serious?
I told you. It's because you came and disturbed me.
What the heck?
I was like,
Not even
peaceful
one
here.
5-star.
I was peaceful.
Alright,
here,
well,
you came
at
and
least I
bugged
can.
me.
You can press scout now for the guarantee.
Okay.
It'll take you to the guarantee. Wow, that sucked. Press it. Yes. We want the ball. Or the 2 balls. Can't believe we had to take it to the guarantee.
That's your fault. You came and disturbed me.
Ta-da! Alright guys, stay tuned for my ball guy analysis and some practice runs.
You should get that outfit.
Look who just rolled up, it's your pal ball guy.
You should.
I should get that out. That's just a standard red
yeah,
t-shirt.
I'll be the mushroom.
We'll cosplay as this sync pair. That'd be pretty funny. Yo guys, I gotta show you guys Ball Guy's voice acting. It's great. Check this out. Every time I hear him talk, I just chuckle.
I nominate myself as Passio's mascot too. I'm cheering everyone on. Ta-da! Look who just rolled up. It's your pal, Ball Guy.
This guy gives it his all.
I'm not just any old Pokeball. I'm the Ball Guy. I nominate myself as Passio's mascot too. I'm cheering everyone on. Let's get rolling. Now I'm an ultra great mascot.
Really? That's not. He's a dude. Yeah. He cries in one of his poses. And he does. This is my favorite pose. I don't know why. Yeah. Why is he flossing? I'm recording. There's his EX outfit as well. Look at this guy. Look at the way he giggles.
Just any old Pokeball. I'm the Ball Guy. Now I'm an ultra great mascot.
Just before we go into the details of the new unit Ball Guy and Amoongus. Let's showcase him in an extreme battle, just not an extreme event battle, just one of those daily extreme battles where you do need a little bit of power for your units to do some damage, and see how he goes. So, first of all, his MP refresh is some broken, like it's yeah. All right, so let's do our usual thing first, and we'll get the crit up and other things. So attacks up, special attack is up. Let's just do some other stuff that don't really matter so much for now. Now we do require that, so his on the ball increases crit rate for the whole team, which is fine. But then there's only really one. Move point for that, and that is until you cause a status condition to an enemy. So in this case, I'm going to use absorb on that execute, but his passive automatically applies either sleeping, poison, or paralysis to the enemy. And if you attack an enemy that has a status condition, his move point refreshes by 1. And that includes Clear Smog, which is crazy. He has pretty much an infinite amount of move points, as long as you can keep the status condition up on the opponent. Now, let's say this is a legendary gauntlet or legendary arena where the opponent might develop some sort of resistance. That's okay, because if it develops resistance to paralysis, he still has sleep, he still has poison. He's got all 3 in his kit. All right, so now that let's get another crit up. Now, if you're relying on him to be the only crit buffer, it might take a few turns to get this done, because just because of how slow it is to get 3 on the ball trainer moves in. But in that time, he's buffing and debuffing everything, and every time he gets hit, and every time he does land a hit, all these things get randomly buffed, and I'll show you in his sync grid in a moment. And it's really quite crazy. I heard somebody say, "Oh, it's an easy skip." It is not an easy skip. This is look. Support pairs are in shortage in this game. This is not an easy skip. Ball Guy is really good as long as you use him well. And every time you use on the ball, his main trainer move, he also restores 10% of his health. Which part of this is an easy skip? Even Clear Smog, which debuffs the opponent, removes all their stat changes, which is very useful in a lot of stages. Even that move itself can get an MP refresh every time you strike a status condition enemy. And that's better than any other currently available debuffer. If you like compare it to how many times he can do it, he basically has an infinite number of times that he can do it. Okay, so let's have a look at his kit. I do say he's not so much an easy skip. I don't think you should prioritize him over the current Master Fairs, for example, because these banners, they will come back more often than Master Fairs. So if you're going for scout points, if you've got enough for scout points, go for the Master Fairs. All right, let's have a look at Ball Guy's kit now. Absorb, pretty standard, restores HP, but 1 bar move, very good. As a support pair, you're not really supposed to be doing damage. You're just really trying to minimize the cost of everything and maximize the buffs and debuffs and tanking. Clear Smog, basically acting as a techie. He basically removes buffs of the opponents, and he can do it infinitely because of his move point refresh. On the ball, again, due to shortage of crit buffs in this game, useful, but only 1 crit up, which is for the whole team, but which is not ideal. But this 1 out of 1 move point comes with 10% HP, which can be boosted with the sync grid. It's 10% HP recovery. That means an infinite number of recoveries, as long as you keep the opponents with a status condition. Move gauge boost. look, it's really good if you pair him with a huge gauge user. Like, for example, something that requires 4 bars, like B and Surfetched. Something that uses a lot of move gauge. In most stages, you can get away without having to do this. But let's say you pair him with 2 heavy gauge users. This will be very useful with an infinite number of move gauge boosts because of move point refresh. The passives are where he really shines. Destructive touch, basically, I keep doing this. Destructive touch is what causes the 100% guaranteed poison, paralysis, or sleep on the user, on the opponent, as long as they attacked you. Now, the only downside is if they didn't actually attack, if your opponent does buffs or debuffs, then this will not activate. Having said that, Ball Guy comes with Clear Smog. So if their first move is a trainer move, there you go. You can just use Clear Smog. Forget about this destructive touch. Okay, so let's say they use an attack move. Then they get a poison, paralysis, or sleep condition. And it's called underhanded refresh. When you attack an opponent that has a status condition, you can even apply it with another unit. You don't have to use Ball Guy's own status condition. You can have like Serena applying sleep, and this will still work. You attack someone with a status condition, then you'll get that move point refresh. This is the on the ball. Clear Smog also gets a refresh and move gauge boost. So in other words, you can infinitely return the buffs to normal, to nothing on your opponents, infinitely heal, and infinitely apply crit, which you only need it for 3 turns. But then that really means it takes like 6 or 7 turns to get 3 crit buffs. Now, it may seem like it's not the best if it takes that long to get a crit buff, to get the full crit buff in, but in that time, let me show you something. Team Hit Me Up, he's also buffing all allied sync pairs at random attack, defense, special defense, and speed, whenever he's hit by an attack move. And then, while that's happening, so if he gets hit, that's what happens. Now, while that's happening, in his grid, he also has... Now, the easy way for me to show you is use Poma Tools. Alright, Poma Tools. Okay, so he also has, and this is my current favorite grid for 3 out of 5, Clear Smog Stoic. So while you're using Clear Smog, every time it will boost the attack, defense, and special defense by 1 rank. So you just keep using it. You just keep using Clear Smog on an opponent with the status condition. Over 6 turns, you've pretty much buffed it up to max. The other one you could go for is Trainer Team Randomizer. Trainer Move Team Randomizer, which will increase, again, buff your team by 1 rank every time you use on the ball. So, and that's an infinite number of times as long as your status condition is applied. So this is also a possible grid. So using something that includes this. So let's say not Master Healer. Let's say something like this. I'm actually a bit over, but you get the idea. Is to create a grid that uses this as well. So that's also possible. Master Healer, if 10% of the healing wasn't enough, you add Master Healer 1 to it, which will give you great healing. He also has Vigilance, so in this example I can just take out Vigilance and have Vigilance as a lucky skill instead. But a lot of other skills would work well with him. You can just have Defense Crush. If you have Vigilance in the sync grid, you can just run Defense Crush, Mind Games, Healthy Healing, Head Start. All of those would be useful lucky skills in his situation where he's already got Vigilance in his grid. But if you don't want to run Vigilance, because let's say you want both Master Healer and the whatever this is called, Trainer Move Team Randomizer Raise 9, then you can have something like this as well. There is one more. So over here has a chance, 100% chance of raising one of the following stats. by 1 when it is hit by an attack move. So team hit me up. Again, more random buffs, but if you add team hit me up from his passive skill and team hit me up in his grid and team randomizer raise 9. Now that's 3 random buffs approximately every turn. When I say every approximately, because 1 is applied when you're hit, 1 is applied when you make a hit. So there's a lot going on in his grid. You can even, like for stages where you get debuffed a lot, he's also got impervious, which is great. If you really need that toxic instead of or poison instead of any other status condition, he's also got toxic chance, 50% chance that you can put on his absorb in the grid at 3 out of 5. The great thing about him, even at 1 out of 5, is unlike a lot of other units, at 1 out of 5, he's actually already got a really nice tile for team randomizer raise 9. So I already use this. I don't have 3 out of 5 yet. I'm hoping to pull him on a daily discount in the next few weeks to get 2 out of 5 and 3 out of 5. But this already comes in the 1 out of 5 grid, which is great.
We're going to do a mini showcase to really put Ball Guy under a mini stress test. Doing Battle Challenge Round 2, obviously this is actually tailored for him to be good at, because paralysis gets healed by his trainer move in this stage. So we get paralyzed pretty much straight away, or almost within the first few turns. So Ball Guy will be able to clear the paralysis and also heal the team, and also clear smog, remove the huge attack buffs that the opponents will give themselves. So a little bit of a stress test. We won't do too much damage using Koga and Aris, just to show you guys how Ball Guy will fare as a support unit. So we'll really just make him do most of the work. I do want to run assets here, just so hopefully I can get poison on the opponent's side, instead of waiting for Ball Guy to give poison. And I'll just run evasion on Crobat. My Crobat can nuke. We've got a TM refresh there. Now the opponents are doing huge damage right now. Might as well give him a poison zone. I won't be striking with my my tech unit, which I normally would be if I was trying to finish the stage quick, because I'm trying to put Ball Guy on the stress test and see how long he can survive. Alright, I want to use Poison Fang just to get the poison up. Ball Guy can do it himself as well, which is unfortunately we have to wait for the opponents to attack, which is the annoying part. Okay, sleep again, so that's unfortunate. Really, after poison or paralysis, sleep it doesn't last long enough. Alright, poison's up finally. Now, I'm actually not expecting to win this. Alright, so now I can have infinite clear smog because the targets have permanent status conditions as opposed to sleep. Alright, I'm taking huge damage now. I really need to remove all the buffs on their side. If they're gonna run a... if they run... Okay, if they run... a wood hammer, I'm definitely dead at this stage. I'm gonna have to clear that. Yeah, I'm dead. So... unfortunately, this is the end of the road for Ball Guy. Perhaps at 3 out of 5 he could survive longer with other random stat buffs. Even though I've reduced all the stat buffs there, I don't think this will be enough. We're just gonna die there, yeah. So unfortunately, Ball Guy does lack in defense. Until he gets sort of 3 out of 5 where he can self-buff those defenses instead of relying on random buffs. Regardless, we'll be able to finish this stage as is with our current units, hopefully. I don't know why I didn't sink there. Alright, we're gonna sink now. There you go, guys. So as you can see, the move gauge, move point refresh happens pretty quickly. I didn't even use move gauge refresh because I didn't need to. I could have used the Ball Guy as a much better support if I paired him with high gauge users. Now I'm going to try and repeat this stage using free to play units in another video.